Hello and welcome to a new episode of SCC Online Weekly Rewind. I am Nilufer and I will take you through the important legal news of the week. The top news of the week include whether the Debt Recovery Tribunal has the power to restrain a person from travelling abroad and the notification of the new ART or the Assisted Reproductive Technology Regulations to regulate the functionings of ART clinic and banks. Taking a humanitarian approach, the Supreme Court has allowed Project 39A of the National University Delhi to have access to a death convict to interview him and conduct a psychological analysis in order to bring out the mitigating circumstances. The death row convict had approached the court against the order of the confirmation of the death sentence awarded by the Madhya Pradesh High Court. The court, while admitting the appeal, had stayed the execution of the death sentence for now. In a case where an old age inmate was accused of misbehaving with other inmates and was therefore asked to vacate the room, the Supreme Court has held that if one parent is the cause of disruption of peace of other inmates in the old age home, the administration of the old age home is at liberty to terminate the license and ask the inmate to vacate the room allotted to them. The court observed that one can understand the mental trauma which the parents face in the evening of their life, but the agony suffered by a parent cannot be a cause of disturbance to the other inmates or to the organizers who have resolved to take care and run the old age home. In an important case regarding the environment law, the Supreme Court has revoked the approval granted by the Standing Committee of the NBWL for doubling the railway line between Castle Rock to Kulem. Pertinently, Western Ghats ecosystem, which is one of the world's 8 hotspots, which spreads across 9 national tiger reserves, 20 national parks and about 68 wildlife sanctuaries, and the landscape forms one of the largest and the most contiguous protected area networks in the country. Since the project involved diversion of significant area of forest land and sanctuary land, the court remarked, in case of doubt, protection of the environment would have precedence over the economic interests. Answering two important questions on whether the Debt Recovery Tribunal has the power to restrain a person from travelling abroad and does Article 21 include right to travel abroad, Bombay High Court has expressed that the right to travel abroad has been spelled out from the expression personal liberty in Article 21 of the Constitution. Justices A.S. Chandrachurkar and Amit Borkar observed that the provisions under the Recovery of Debts Due to Bank and Financial Institutions Act of 1993 does not impliedly confer such powers on the Debt Recovery Tribunal to restrain a person from travelling abroad. On the question whether the certifying authority can insist that the person from whom the certificate of disability is sought should come to the premises of the institution for the purpose of the assessment, even though he or she is unable to come, Justice G.R. Swaminathan has held that persons suffering from mental retardation or mental illness are entitled to have assessment done at the place where they reside. The court stated that Article 41 of the Constitution of India mandates that the state shall, within the limits of economic capacity and development, make effective provisions for securing the right to public assistance in case of sickness and disablement and in other cases of undeserved want. While granting bail to men accused of smuggling gold, the division bench of Justices Mukta Gupta and Mini Pushkarna of the Delhi High Court expressed that the mere smuggling of gold without any connection to a threat to the economic security or monetary stability of the country is not a terrorist act under the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act. In a new development, the Central Consumer Protection Authority has issued guidelines for the prevention of misleading advertisements and endorsements for Misleading Advertisements Act 2022 to provide for the prevention of false or misleading advertisements and making endorsements. They are applicable to all advertisements regardless of form, format, or medium. A manufacturer, service provider, or trader whose goods, product, or service is the subject of an advertisement, or to an advertising agency or endorser whose service is availed for the advertisement of such goods, products, or service. The central government has notified the companies removal of names of companies from the Register of Companies Amendment Rules of 2022 to amend the companies removal of names of companies from the Register of Companies Rules of 2016 and thereby modifying the norms relating to the application for removal of name of the company. The central government has notified the Assisted Reproductive Technology Regulation Rules of 2022 in order to regulate the functioning of assisted reproductive technology or ART clinics and banks. The central government notified the Electricity Promoting Renewable Energy through Green Energy Open Access Rules of 2022 for purchase and consumption of green energy, including the energy from waste to energy plants. These rules shall be applicable for the generation, purchase and consumption of green energy, including the energy from waste to energy plants. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned next week for more updates.